So, hi guys, welcome back to Pompydumb live stream. So, as I promised you guys that today is going to be about the armor of our beloved Ephrael Stern. We are going to do the tones for her armor, which usually sister would wear like the black armor, right? Hi guys, welcome. Oh, Ronnie, good night. Sorry for being late today. Like I think like it's quite late for your time zone, so you can always came back and watch the record. So have a good night. Bye. So, as I promised you guys that we are going to do the armor for our beloved Ephrael Stern, as the sister usually wear like the black armor, right? But because of her materials on like the armor is usually like a metal thingy, right? So it for like a natural let's say like for science things are not going to be like a pitch black or like a true colors if the um we have like only just a single color if the material is usually like a shiny having a shiny property. So as the same as her armor, which is black, so there is going to be like various of OSL acquired on her armor, but there is going to be like a true tone for her natural armor. So the tone I'm going to use today is like blue. Also usually go like sleeping late because I think 1 a.m. is quite late. So the color I'm using today to make like the black not too like to be too bland and to make like the black pops with creating like the dimensional of the object. I'm going to use the natural gray from the AK Interactive with I honestly don't really know like the actual recipe, but today I'm going to do an experiment. So I'm choosing these two colors that I have, which is Ducat Blue for like a tint for our gray, mixing with the natural gray. But in another alteration, I was thinking of this color too, which is called the Hodra Blue from the fantasy games. I don't really know whether if these two will work, but let's say it's an experiment. So whether it's work or not even these two, I will have to figure out with the rest of the blue I have. Oh, so you're kind of like a night owl, right? So I'm going to start dipping our natural gray. Oh, it's not natural, it's neutral. Sorry guys, it's neutral gray from the AK Interactives. And I'm going to dip just a little bit of these two colors. Oops, I haven't used like this one for so long. The tip is drying. By the way, Ronnie, I think like the one that you sent me, the Terminator, right? The I like the dual colors you did. I think it's pretty cool. So now I'm going to mix the color first for um so that I can know if it is what I'm thinking. So we're going to use like a little bit amount of the color so that it didn't overpower the brightness of the gray and also did not overpower the property of the gray. But if you have like an exact gray of, having a blue tint, you can also use whatever you like. But because I don't really have that kind of, tone of gray, because I tend to buy like a warm gray, but for her scenario, I'm going to use like a cool undertone and scenario for like her whole picture since her I mean like her main colors are black and red, which is kind of went onto like the warm tone of the you know of the scheme. Yeah, that's nice. I haven't done like the dual colors onto like many any of my like miniature before, but maybe I'll try. I'm going to mix more of the blue. What's the name again? The Hudra blue from the game, from the fantasy games. I think it's oh, I see. I'm sorry I forgot because this one is like kind of pretty old when I brought one, and I haven't touched a lot of this color, but it is from the scale 75 with the I think is the fantasy games is like kind of like the edition. I'm sorry, by the way, this is from the scale 75. The name of the color is the Huda Blue in the fantasy games, in the fantasy games collection, in edition. And then next I'm going to mix the Ducat Blue with the neutral gray. Sometimes when you're trying to mix color, it doesn't always have to be like the same color, like the actual same color. Like this is the result I just got from mixing the colors. Here is the original color of the neutral gray, and this is the one that mixed with the Hydra blue, and this is the one that I mixed with the Ducat blue. Sometimes these two color doesn't have like really same tone and tint from it's not the exact color, the same exact undertone, but sometimes when you paint miniature, you can also use like things that doesn't have like the same undertone, but it is really important that you have to make the same direction of the tone. I mean, like, as you can see, what I just said, that these two doesn't have the same undertone, but what makes them works is that these color both have like cool tone of like their own property. If you like trying to do the different tone of the colors, but when the things that doesn't work out, sometimes it because like the undertone of the like the of the warmness, what did I just say? It's not warmness, I mean the warm and cool doesn't go like in the same way. It will affect like the whole picture of the miniature that you're trying to convey. So this is the suggestion for me that from me that you can do whatever you like, but the whole scene has to be like, especially like the parts where you're trying to convey is going to be on the same way of the tone. Doesn't have to be the exact same, but it has to be the same in the same way. I hope I talk and you understand me, like what I'm trying to say, because sometimes the vocabulary in my brain just frozen. So now I think we got the color, but maybe just a little of ducat blue, so I could see I could see the result in another alteration. Oh, I can see that these two can get along. This is, I leave some of the colors that I mix with the ducat blue so that you can see a clear picture of the color. This is on the bottom is the having less ducat blue, rather like lesser than the top one. As you can see, the top one is now having a tint of ducat blue. You can also mix the color to make a tint as much as you like. Sometimes you have to alternate the way of the color so that you can utilize the color you have. So I'm going to apply the mixture of the neutral gray and the Huda blue together to make the reflection of the colors first on her black armor. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't seen my stream, or this is going to be a little bit of recap. This is the how I was finished with the lighting sketching, with the light sketching from the previous section. Really? I just don't think it is. But if it's darker, you can always like add the previous color, the base color, which is neutral gray, or you can like use the black, or like the white to whiten the parts where you ever want it to be. But it's okay if you like mess with the colors. You can also always fix and add like the grayscale onto your certain color. So now I'm going to apply to where her armor is. So now I'm applying like uh, the neutral tone of the color so that I can add like the darker or the lighter version on of the colors onto like where the space is whether unreachable or it is a reflective area. The key of doing the black armor is not to overpower most of the armor with other color rather than the black itself, because it will make the um it will shift the colors, this whole scenario of the black into another color that usually like black is dark, right? But if you're applying too much of the color and then the black will lose its property of the darkness of itself. That's cool. That's cool. I think like it is depending on like the purpose of the coloring. I mean, if you are like focusing on like doing a mass production with for like tabletop reason, or if you want to do a showcase, it's fine. I think it is depends on the purpose, whether you do it or not. If you're happy with the result, then everything is cool. If you think you apply too much of the other color than the black, you can always fix the spot with black so that it will convince people that this the tone you are representing is black with the dimensional creating from your colors. S- pardon me, but I don't really get what you're saying, Ronnie. Sorry. Most light and stuff is very get up to is with blending. So did you mean like doing the transitioning of the light and dark is using the wet technique? Oh, that's another technique you can use to paint a model. Nice for like giving a suggestion. And this is by far result of applying the neutral gray with the what's the name again? I'm sorry. The Hydra blue onto the palette. As you can see, some part of the miniature is seemingly having like a blue tint rather than just like the light sketching I did from like the previous session. So because of the tones that we use today is, you know, kind of blue, instead of like the black scale that I use, like the pure black and white from the last time. So it's giving more like a lively situation of the color rather than just like, you know, a muted tone of. But it's hard to say because the black and white isn't actually a color. There tend to be like the the medium that will make your colors, or even though you're using like these pure without mixing with any colors, it will like make the whole scenario of the miniature look dull, and it is too like, you know, too straightforward. So giving a tint of the any certain color will give like more of a lively pictures onto your miniature. Oh, hello, Lot of Chaos, Dino Lord. I mean, yeah, the life value. Thank you again, Ronnie. I was, you know, sometimes I forget about my vocabulary in my head. And Dino Lord, I just saw you came, and I just show like the result of applying a gray tint with blue. So the miniature looks a little bit more lively rather than just black and white. And I'm just going to continue with more of the rough space, applying space of sorry, I was having like, you know, things to think, and it's kind of, you know, scrambled in my head. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to use a gray that was the neutral gray that was mixed with the ducat blue, which giving more like a bluer than the one that I mixed with the Huda blue. Hello, happy feet. Oh, that's the one. I think I might go for like my next own project, because usually I did like I do painting for my client, but yeah, I was thinking of the plate marine to be on my collection if I have a chance to get one myself. But that's a good choice, because I think like, you know, plate marine has a lot of elements to play with, and I like doing like the bruising, the guts. But it doesn't mean that I didn't like doing like the pure armor or like the pure uniformity of the fraction. But you know, that's my preference to do something that is a mixture of natural form with something that is maybe came with uniformity, like the armor or like the symbols. that's a nice idea. But I think you'll figure it out because I believe you have like more of the experience with the kid bashing than me. I just hope I could help with your struggle. Um, have you ever like doing the molding something? Cause I think I have asked like the professional modeler. They usually like suggest me to use like the epoxy with like the wire to make the structure. I think the rubric marine is also cool. I got like myself one or two of the marines of the rubric after like I played the space marine too. So I think it worth to keep some for myself. That's fair enough, Dino Lord. Maybe I don't really know, but yeah, I do have like so less of experiencing with the kid bashing. I was like having too much of a afraid to sometimes I was afraid of ruining my the miniature, but it's actually like when I did a most of the time when I did the painting, it is for my client. But even though if it's my own project, I was like afraid of ruining some because you know this hobby is kind of expensive. So yeah, I gotta say you're brave enough to do like the kibashing stuff, but I'm more of a coward, you know, hobbyist. Really, you can show me the picture for the orcs. Cause I have heard people just told me kid bashing orcs is also fun, but even though I have orcs, I never doing a kit bashing for any of my collection I have. The most thing I could do is to, decorate them with like, the decoration that they gave with, the within the box, and that's the base I can do. I don't really have. It doesn't even consider. I'm sorry. It doesn't even considered as the like kid bashing. It's just like decorating, and I just put as much as the decoration they gave me to make like to create the story for my army. What do you use for like the heating? Is it heating gun or the hair blower just enough? I don't think the hair blower is just enough, or because I don't have an experience with it. Let me have a minute. I just forgot, and I just talked too much because I forgot to, paint the next step that I was just talk. So let me recap again about what I'm going to do. I'm going to apply the color onto like the reflective area with the mixture of the neutral gray and the ducat blue that I mixed earlier, so that the area is more brighter with more of a blue tint onto her armor. I think I have to fix some of the area. I think the shape is a little bit too rough. I think it's better. Oh, nice! You can also send me some pictures, Ronnie. Both orcs and Night Lord. Whoa! You have a great dad! I mean, like, he put his knowledge for your hobby. I think that's the bond. I think it's cute. I wish my family could support me like that. Because, my family doesn't really into like art stuff. I think I just dry out some of the paints because I was talking too much. I'm sorry. I have to spray like some of the water down so that it keep the moist onto the color. It's okay. You can send me via email or Instagram. Both cool. Oh, yeah, that's nice. I'm so happy you have like good dad. You mean this one? This is just pure water, cause the paint it just dried out, cause I was talking too much, and I just left open the lid, and some of the paint being like go is becoming sticky, cause they lost the moist, so I just reapplied the moist with the foggy. But the board, which one? This or this? Oh, you mean the palette? Um, it was from the Army Painter. It is a red palette from like the official page, the official store. But I honestly think like I was thinking of doing my own red palette with like the parchment paper and the napkins. But I haven't tried yet because I already got like my wet palette. But maybe I'll just try to DIY myself so that I could get an alternative way of making wet palette without digging in my money. Oh, so you do painting too? What are you doing? Like, is it the acrylic or the oil? Yeah, but I think the army painter have like I don't know if it's regular, but I'm trying to search up once, and they say it's regular to have like the effects of the color leaks underneath like the paper, and that's the part I don't really like because I want to keep my things clean, but when things happen, I still like and the palette is still usable, so I have to endure with um my dislike on the effects of like the color leaks, but I kind of get over it already. But at the first time I was like trying to fix the spots of the colors, but you know if it's regular, so then let it be. Nice, nice. I'm glad like these days still have like hobbies, because nowadays is kind of like a busy world. You have to keep up with things, going to do a living for your life. Really? How old are you? Or you can still keep that secret if you don't want to tell me. That's okay. Oh, so are you like being are you in a are you at like in the university, or are you like the first jobber? Oh, thank you. I was like, it's a theme for my channel. It's about the space, because the space marine is the the what can I say? Or how can I say this? That the space marine is the um, the theme that introduced me into like doing the miniature. Nice. I hope you have like a great, colleague and education further on. And later that you can get a good job. Oh, so you took a gap year? Um, where's the white I'm looking for? Um, I was thinking of mixing the color, but I was, being not too sure if which one is better. I was thinking of mixing the neutral gray with the ducat blue, and then lighten up the color with the date white or the steel gray. I was thinking of the date white first, but then I think maybe it's too bright, so that will overpower the whole scenario, which I am not looking for right now, because this is like the misstep of lighten the area and darken the area. Maybe I'll go with the zero gray. And I'm going to show you the bottle. This is the silver gray of from the Vallejo, which is the model color. Why? Threaten to resign? Could somebody do that? Like actual threaten? I don't have a 3D printer, but I was thinking of buying some next year, because I have, drove into like this kind of hobby, so I found a lot of like printable um character, and like I just got my um, Warframe miniature from like the official site, which they allow us to, freely print it. But I haven't paint and I haven't finished like playing the game yet. So that was kind of like sleeping in my like my drawer right now, and I'm doing like what I have have to do for my client first, and my own project would be like be postponed for like next time. Oh, um, for you, Ronnie, the focus of the model of our Ephrael Stern is going to be on her hands, which is, let me explain. Her left hand is going to be like the lightning struck down from her hand onto the ground, and I was waiting for like the delivery of the wire I ordered. So this is going to be like a an imaginary parts that I have to imagine what is going to be on this part. And on her right hand is a power sword, which is going to like um, emit the some of the power the of the energy around um, these parts of the sword, and there's going to be effects of the light onto like some of the parts, which is is a nature of light. That's why I was like, I was a little bit shocked that someone is threatening to someone that someone threaten someone to resign from like education is, you know it doesn't make any sense. But if it's a joke, then it's fine. Really? Wow, another Warframe fan. I just started Warframe like at the I think it's about mid-year last year. But there's a lot to learn and play with because there's a lot of side quests, and more like an adventure player. So I tend to do like the side quest rather than just the main quest. So it will took me so long. But maybe if I have played enough and I think it's time, maybe I'll just start painting it without finishing the game. Cause when I believe that when I am going to process through the game, there's going to be like a lot of updates to be follow up with, and I think could I barely could follow up to like the newest update of the developer. So yeah, that depends, but I'll let you guys know what's going to be coming up next. Oh, hi. Trying to be better. This is not from the Horus Heresy. Let me close the lid first before like the color is drying out. So this is the sister, which her name is Ephrael Stern. She is the sister, and she is in the theme of 40K world, not the 30K. Oh, it's fine. I don't really think that we live in the same continent. Oh, um, if you're talking about Warframe, then I might talk to you about details. But I think I need to dig into the story first so that I understand like the basic of the Warframe, because I think I still know such little of the lore. To be honest, I haven't been to the Venus before because I didn't play like daily, like I didn't play the game on daily basis. I can show you like the focus of the model because I was doing the grayscale, and this is what I'm trying to do the OSL for her armor, which have like a blue tint. And this is a by far process of doing the tint on her black armor. There's a lot of work to do, but this is, by far the process. Really? Vo is a girl? I thought World is a boy. I myself played the Excalibur. Oh, yeah. Why? Really? You can share your recipe, or do you want to send me like the recipe via another, um network? Because I got emails and Instagram. Oh, yeah. I was forgetting what I was going to do. So I'm going to mix the neutral gray and the Ducat blue again as the same as the one I mixed, or maybe I'll just use the one that remains and then mix the color with the silver gray to lighten the color to make the another step of reflective area. Yeah, Mac is a girl. There's for like the beginning at the beginning of the Warframe it's going to be Excalibur, Mac, and Volt, right? Is there any other one? I can't really remember, but I remember three of these. I actually thought of playing Volt at the beginning, but then I think I like the combat fight of the Excalibur more, so then I go with him. Oh, wow, so you're like a DOG player? I don't even know like the original tutorial, um but the one I play is kind of like this I mean like the same like it is an after event of one of the trailer of the Warframe channel. But I really like appreciate the effort of like the developer because I believe there's a lot of change like especially like the graphics because it's still beautiful but I don't know if like they have improved um most of like the models, the graphics, the effects of the lighting. But that was really impressed me because this is a free game and the developer like they put much of love onto like the game, which not many of like the developer would like put their heart and their effort onto would be cherish all of their like of their ability into like a long project like the Warframe did. Yeah, that's fair, because everybody has like maybe has the same or different style play. For now, I'm sticking with like Excalibur, but let's say like anything I could, maybe I'll try another Warframe. Wait, where did you get the recipe from? Using the lead belcher and Alkilian green? Is it? Did I pronounce it right? Alkilian, Alkilian green. I don't think I have that. Yeah, I don't have any. I barely have like a contrast. So is that for like um a speed paint technique? Oh, I see. I haven't like followed much of the recipe from the official side because I like to, explore with um other artists, but it is also good to follow with the official. I actually did like um the Grey Knight with the off where I adapt with the official recipe. I'm going to show you, but the real one isn't here right now because I already sent them to my client because they want like the TMM technique, and I have like not too much of an experience with the TMM, so I just need to find a recipe. But since I don't have like all of the color requirements for their exact recipe, so I kind of adapt with what I have. Um, Let me show you the collection. Here. This is the Grey Knight I follow with the official site. Oh, sorry, this is my previous project, also from client. And this is I did like five of them. This is the one I like the most because there is like a contrast of the red, and I kind of like my new recipe of red. And this is the last one I did. I don't usually get with the speed paint because I have pretty less experience with speed paint. I am more likely to play with like the pure acrylic color, like the one with the thickness. And I am not, maybe I'll have to practice with the color, but I am right now. I would say that I am having a slow hand, which speed paints require like a very fast thinking and blending. Otherwise, it's going to leave the stain, like the stain, right? And that's I am not familiar with, but maybe I'll try. But the one that I did with the Grey Knight used a single layer of the speed paint, which is I believe it is Thalassa blue, if I don't remember it wrong, because I'm not sure if it's Thalassa blue or the Frost Heart. But you can, but if you like, the result of what I just saw you can search up the game workshop channel yourself. And I don't really know if I need more of the lighter layer of the blue gray um, tones for her armor, but this is what I'm going to do next. Is at least I'll try to maximize the tone for the armor so that I can get the lead whether I should add more darker space or the lighter space. So the thing is, I don't usually use like the pure white to do as the true highlight of the major, because the white part would overpower the whole picture to be like too bright, and the focus of the miniature of storytelling is going to lose. So I usually set aside with more of a tones of light color, whether it's going to be yellow, pink, anything purple, anything that you like, or maybe blue, that like I did with the gray. But because I want more of the vibrant of the color rather than just like where I think of a blue parts to be like forever blue, I like to put a vibrant of the color. And since this is blue, I'm going to mix the color with the ice yellow. There is like I think there's two or three manufacturer that did the ice yellow, but this is the one I can find from my local shop, and this is from the War Paints Fanatic, which is the army painter, the same manufacturer that I use for the wet palette. Really? Wow, I think you got the talent because, if you think the speed paints are for beginner, then I then I am like, dumb because I still can't get along with the speed paints. Because, in maybe it's a little bit biased, but from my community that I was, they think most of them think like the speed paints are for like advanced painter. But I guess maybe it's just like the preference from like it's just a preference for like, artists. But I am not the one with the speed paints. Yeah, but I would say that you also got the talent to play with the speed paints. Oh, I forgot to dip my ice yellow. So please allow me. Don't forget to shake your color wells. Um, Otherwise it's going to, to leave like what do you call when the colors are like separated from each other and then the thickness of the color is going to be at the bottom. I'm sorry, I couldn't find like a better word. It's okay, you can go. See you next time. If we have like a great time, you can come and talk to me next live, and it's going to be next Tuesday. Maybe it's going to be your, I don't know what time zone are you, but maybe it's going to be your Monday night, but it's going to be my Tuesday morning. So I have a great time talking to you too. See you. If you like, you can come again. Nice to meet you. I hope you have a good. I hope you have a good day, or if you are going to sleep, I hope you have a good night. Don't forget to stay creative. Oh no, I think I messed up some part, but it's okay. I can always fix what you want. I mean, what I want, and so do you. So are you. Sorry, my grammar sucks. And this is the result of doing the black armor with blue tint. This is still need a blending and more of a precise coloring onto the armor, but today I think it's enough for today's lesson so that you can get the sketchy picture of what direction of this miniature is going to be. And I think today is enough. Thank you everyone for coming and watch and talk to me via the chat box. I'm glad everyone appreciate my work and like to talk with me. And let's see again. Let's us see again on maybe Monday night at your time, but it's going to be Tuesday morning for me next week. So stay tuned and don't forget to stay creative. And let's see and let's us see again next time. Bye guys. Thank you for being here. Bye.